Three treasures is the body adjustment, the breath adjustment, and the mind focus adjustment. So for the body, let's sink into our knees, not very far, but a little bit. And then lengthen our spine, and then lift our head on top of the spine and drop our shoulders. And sometimes it helps to even push your shoulders down. Your spine and your head are lifting up. Your shoulders are going down, and it creates a whole array of, shall we say, stretches in the connective tissue. And then soften your fingers, and pretty much everything about you should be as soft as possible. So reviewing very briefly, sink is for the knees, lengthen is for the spine, lift is for the head, drop is for the shoulders, and soften is for the fingers and everything else. Then turn your attention to the breath and deepen your breath. Deepen your breath. Long and slow and deep your breath. Then for the mind, the past in one hand, the future in the other hand, visualizing the whole idea that as you bring your hands together, that literally or figuratively eliminates concerns and considerations about the past and future, and brings our attention to the sliver, the fleeting sliver of the presence. Present. Now, on purpose, with intent, I bring my attention to the present moment for the duration of this practice. And what I'm practicing for is to be able to be present beyond my Qigong practice, in my relationships, and in my life. And then your hands come sinking down, step out, open. And sink, lengthen, lift, drop, soften. And let's just be quiet for a moment with no movement. Now, if you've ever been in a snow climate, after a heavy snow on a winter day, how quiet is it? It's just stunning. The sound, the silence almost makes a sound. It's amazing. So let's just listen to the quiet for a moment. When we're in this practice, it's kind of like prayer. Sometimes Qigong can be called kinesthetic prayer, meaning a prayer that is shall we say, created through movement. And let's start with a gathering, gesture of gathering. And so your hands towards the earth and sink and exhale as your hands are going towards the earth, and then breathe in. It's a very slow breath, long, slow, deep, very deep inhalation. Then exhale, and it's like you're bathing yourself in some kind of marvelous healing resource. When you think in your own mind about healing resources, what do you think? Um, I'll just mention a few that come to mind. Things like universal energy, the energy of nature. Uh, when I reach towards the earth, I'm gathering the yin, according to the Chinese, the yin qi. And then when I reach towards the sky, I'm gathering the yang qi of space and boundlessness. And then I'm infusing my organs and glands and all the fluids in the body, the blood and the lymph, cerebrospinal fluid, all the bones, sending chi, energy, universal energy, nature energy into the marrow of the bones. And so the exhalation is also very slow, and the inhalation is long and slow and deep. And get a feeling, see if you can get a feeling for infusing this gesture with meaning. So not only is it a gesture, it requires the use of muscles in a body which is erecting its posture, and with breath activating physiological function. It's a very powerful combination of quieting and activating. So sometimes we say Qigong will help you calm down and at the same time help you to power up. And now we're going to shift to another practice called cloud hands. And with cloud hands, one hand comes down across the front of the body. And as that hand is coming across the front of the body, shift your weight in the direction that it's going. And then the bottom hand rises and the top hand falls. And then both, so I've shifted my weight, also turned my torso. And now both hands are passing in front of me as I turn my torso and shift my weight to the other side. Shift my weight. And the hands are the image, metaphor is the hands of clouds. And of course, anytime you spend a little time watching clouds, sorry about that light. It looks like you're still. Anytime we're watching clouds, we're either going to say very briefly, "Oh my gosh, they're beautiful clouds," and we'll just go off. Or we might say, "Look at those beautiful clouds," and actually linger in a state of pretty close to amazement. thinking like, wow, and instead of rushing off, actually linger there. And the breathing is the easiest breathing for this is breathe in now and then breathe out when you shift your weight and turn your torso. Breathe in when your hands are rising and sinking on one side, and then breathe out as you shift your weight and turn your torso to put your weight onto the opposite side.